Why debt delays freedom and how to break free strategically. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that silently controls millions of lives. Something that looks normal, feels common, and is often accepted as just part of life. Debt. Not all debt is evil, but unmanaged debt, emotional debt, consumer debt without strategy, that is the invisible chain that delays your freedom. Because freedom is not just about money. Freedom is waking up without fear. Freedom is making choices without pressure. Freedom is working because you want to, not because you have to. And debt, when uncontrolled, delays that freedom. Part 1. The hidden cost of debt. Most people think debt only costs interest. But debt costs more than money. Debt costs time. Debt costs opportunity. Debt costs peace of mind. Debt costs confidence. Every dollar you owe is a piece of your future already spent. When your income arrives, it is not yours. It belongs to payments, to minimum balances, to interest, to lenders. You are working for yesterday's decisions. And when you work for yesterday long enough, you cannot build tomorrow. That is how debt delays freedom. It tracks you in survival mode. You can't invest. You can't save aggressively. You can't take smart risks. You can't step away from a job you dislike. Debt makes you dependent, and dependence is the opposite of freedom. Part 2. Why people stay stuck. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people do not stay in debt because of math. They stay in debt because of behavior. We live in a world that promotes buy now, pay later, zero down, monthly installment. You deserve it. But nobody advertises the emotional cost. Nobody shows the stress. Nobody shows the sleepless nights. Nobody shows the feeling of being behind. Debt becomes normal. And when something becomes normal, we stop questioning it. But normal does not mean healthy. If your lifestyle requires borrowing to survive, that is not freedom. That is financial pressure disguised as progress. Part 3. The strategic way to break free. Breaking free from debt is not about panic. It is not about shame. It is not about extreme sacrifice without a plan. It is about strategy. Step 1. Face the numbers. Write down everything, every loan, every balance, every interest rate. Clarity removes fear. Avoidance increases fear. Step 2. Choose a method. You can use the snowball method. Pay off the smallest debt first to build momentum. Or the avalanche method. Pay off the highest interest rate first to save money. The method matters less than consistency. Momentum is powerful. When you eliminate one debt, your confidence grows, and confidence fuels discipline. Step 3. Stop adding new debt. You cannot dig out of a hole while still digging. Control spending. Live below your means. Separate needs from wants. Discipline today creates freedom tomorrow. Step 4. Increase income. Freedom accelerates when income increases. Learn new skills, start a side income, invest in knowledge. The faster you increase the gap between what you earn and what you spend, the faster you break chains. Part 4. The mindset shift. Here's the most powerful shift. Stop asking, what can I afford monthly? Start asking, what is this costing my future? A small monthly payment may look harmless, but multiplied over years, it delays investment, it delays savings, it delays ownership. True wealth is not about owning many things. True wealth is owning your time, and debt delays ownership of your time. When you are debt-free, something changes. Your money becomes yours. Your decisions become yours. Your future becomes yours. That is power. Part 5. Good debt versus bad debt. Not all debt is destructive. debt used to acquire appreciating assets, education that increases income, investments that generate returns, businesses that create cash flow, can be strategic. But consumer debt for lifestyle upgrades? That's expensive comfort. Ask yourself, is this debt building my future or is it financing my impatience? Freedom requires delayed gratification. Freedom requires long-term thinking. Part 6. The emotional freedom after debt. When the final payment is made, something powerful happens. It's not just financial relief. It's mental clarity. It's confidence. It's breathing room. You sleep differently. You plan differently. You dream differently. Because now your money is a tool, not a burden. Now you can invest. Now you can build. Now you can create. That's when wealth truly begins. Final message. Debt delays freedom, but discipline accelerates it. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. You don't need to be rich today. You need to be strategic today. Every payment you make is a step towards independence. Every expense you control is a vote for your future. Every skill you build increases your power. Freedom is not an age. Freedom is not a number. Freedom is a position. And that position is reached when your money works for you, not against you. Start today. Face the truth. Create a plan. Stay disciplined. Think long term. And one day, you will wake up not with fear, but with freedom. Thank you.